Okay, let's talk about Agatha All Along. I don't know how many of you were actually excited for this show. I know myself and Edward were not. But now the first two episodes are actually out. Let's dive into them a little bit. Let's talk about it. Starting off with what went well with it. I actually really dug the soundtrack for the show. I thought they did a very good job with it. And I thought that the songs and the theming actually played into it very nicely. And especially in the second episode, the creepy visuals with the Salem 7 were really well done. And I really hope in future episodes they lean into that more because that was pretty cool. I think that's something that if they go more into and dive a little bit more into the horror aspects, which is something that Marvel's teased with saying they're going to, but never really fully committing, if they try to do that a little bit more here, this could be a truly unique show for them. And then other than that, the acting was good, not great, not bad. Dialogue wasn't bad. With that being said, I don't think the show's neither terrible nor great. I think it kind of just is at the moment, as these two episodes, as many people expected, kind of just set things up. This show was confirmed shortly after WandaVision, and what this show's purpose was, it was going to reveal that a Kang variant is the author of the Darkhold, and is going to go into that and further push the Kang story. But now that we all know that RDJ is playing Doctor Doom to replace Kang, that plot thread seems to be a bit. They replaced it. It's no secret. Marvel's replaced it. They've all but confirmed it, and they've talked about it. Jonathan Majors has been in interviews and has addressed situations. So, with the big purpose of this show being replaced and removed, what is the new purpose of this show? That's my question going into it. I mean, we've seen the trailers. There's some theories that we see Castle Doom in it. If that happens, fantastic. I'll be all for that. Just because Doctor Doom needs setup. I'm totally on board with that, and they're probably going to end up She-Hulking us with how we were watching it all for Daredevil, and we got him at the very end and sat through so much shit. Maybe that's the same play here. But to me, that is the intriguing part of this show is what's the new purpose? And I'm very curious to see what your guys' thoughts are in the comments. I really hope it's Doctor Doom. I still would be a bit surprised if they actually do have Doctor Doom in this show. But given how Doom is no stranger to magic, and I hope they do push into that, this could be the perfect place for it. And I would be really okay with it. If they don't, I don't think it's the end of the world. I do think the show has potential. We have the teen, which could be a red herring. They did it with WandaVision, so I think it's Wiccan, but we'll see. It's who knows. I don't trust them, especially after the whole Mephisto bullshit with WandaVision, and they had no clue who Mephisto was, or the Ralph Boner joke. I'll put that all aside. But I think this show does have potential. I think they can do some really creepy things with it. And I would be really okay if this doesn't tie into the greater MCU. And I'm starting to, and it looks like we do have a lot of projects that don't have that. Now that we have the expectation, I think that's more okay. They have a good cast. I mean, Catherine Hahn is definitely a really great actress. She's been in a great stuff before. We have Aubrey Plaza, who is fantastic, and this is her second Marvel appearance. I have no issues with her. She is so much fun to watch, and I tend to enjoy many things that she's in. Even if they're bad, I enjoy her. Aubrey Plaza is amazing. So I'm hopeful, but my expectations are still rock bottom. Because again, who the hell asked for this show? It made sense having Agatha for WandaVision, but giving her own show, it's just, what's the new purpose? That's the big question. We have 7 more weeks of this. I am curious to say the least. They got me for another week, and I'm curious to hear your guys' thoughts. It wouldn't surprise me if many of you are not even going to give this show a try, and I do not blame you whatsoever. I know I probably wouldn't have watched the show until all 9 episodes are out, and if that's how you are, and you just want to hear someone's opinions about it, see if it's even worth your time, please do come back week for week. We will be doing that. And maybe watching all episodes at once may be a good idea. I mean, the last thing Disney did was The Acolyte, and we know how that was. But if you do want something to watch in the meantime while you do give Agatha a shot, or if you're waiting for it and you just want some good comedic action and some great animation, go check out a review for Transformers 1. It is such a fun movie, and I don't think you'll be disappointed by it.